Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new Doctor Who series review. Today I'm going to review series 13, so alright, Alonzi. I'm going to sing over the intro because I don't want copyright claim. Alright, Doctor Who Flux, let's go. This series consists of 6 episodes, which is not a lot because this aired back in 2021, which obviously it was between the COVID and the corona and the, pandemic stuff, so they couldn't make a lot of episodes because, you need to stick to the rules. But anyway, little backstory, I guess, of the series. So alright, let's begin with episode 1, which is called The Halloween Apocalypse. The Doctor and Yas pursue Carvanista of the Lupari species, which is like a dog man, to Liverpool, where he kidnaps tradesman Dan Lewis. The Doctor experiences a psychic vision of the mysterious swarm, who claims to share a history with her, escaping from his imprisonment by the time of the vision. The vision is, a thing created in series 12. And before leaving Liverpool, the Doctor and Yas meet Claire, a woman from their future, shortly after a weeping angel sends Claire to 1965 on Carvanista's ship. Yas rescues Dan, while the Doctor confirms Carvanista over his connection to the Division. Well, that's a lot, but anyway, let's continue. Before addressing the Lupari's apparent invasion plan, Carvanista tells them the Lupari are actually saving humanity. What? From Earth's destruction by the Flux, an unknown, all-consuming phenomenon, and that defies all laws of space and time. Shit, insane. The Flux causes Vinder, the sole occupant of a remote space outpost, to evacuate and catches the attention of the Suntarns. Following another psychic interaction between the Doctor and Swan, the Flux accelerates its attack on Earth. The Doctor has Carvanista from a defensive shield with the other Lupari ships, protecting Earth from the Flux. Unable to transport behind the shield, the TARDIS is overtaken by the Flux with the Doctor and Yas and Dan inside. What the fuck? Like, holy shit, that's only the first episode, man. Damn, yes. This series is all over the place, but to be honest, like, it is enjoyable, but it's all over the place. So alright, let's continue with episode 2, which is The War of the Suntarns. So in this episode, the Doctor, Yas and Dan wake up in the Crimean War, which is in Sevastopol or something, somewhere in Russia probably, where the Suntarns have replaced the Russians throughout history, and meet Mary Seacole and General Logan. The Flux's effects send Dan back to 2021 Liverpool and Yas to a damaged temple full of dying priests. Beside Joseph Williamson and Vinder, the Doctor deduces that the Suntarns slipped past the Lupari's defenses. Dan infiltrates the Suntarns shipyard. Swarm arrives at the temple and reveals it's to be the Atropos region on the planet Time, killing the priests and taking Yas and Vinder hostage. The Doctor enlists Seacole to gather intelligence on the Suntarn camp. Dan summons the Suntarns to negotiate a retreat, only to be arrested by Logan's soldiers, who later fight a disastrous battle with them. I think that's right. Okay, so the Doctor regroups with Seacole and Logan's men, and they disrupt the Suntarn supplies, but Logan renegades or something and bombs the camp. The Suntarns discover Dan, but Carvanista rescues him before they destroy the shipyard, which resets the timeline. The Doctor manages to recover the TARDIS and collect Dan, but it is hijacked and brought to the temple, where they are forced to watch as Swarm is about to kill Yas and Vinder. Wowie, insane. So alright, let's go to episode 3, which is Once Upon Time. The Doctor jumps into the temple's time storm and stalls Swarm by hiding Dan, Yas and Vinder in their paths, albeit, I don't know, I'm reading this off the Wikipedia episode's descriptions, with many details changed. Vinder recently relives, this time assisting the dictatorial Grand Serpent, and his demotion upon revealing the Serpent's misdeeds. Bell, a survivor in Flux, travels through its ruins in a Lupari ship, evading Daleks, Suntarns, and Cybermen. The Doctor jumps into her own time stream and recovers memory of her past incarnation, the fugitive Doctor. Sick, and her time in the Division. It is revealed that she and Carvanista had previously raided the temple to defeat Swarm and rescue the priests. The present Doctor finds the priests and encourages them to return to life and the temple, but they separate her from the past to protect her. A mysterious entity reprimands or something, I don't know. So, alright, Bella is revealed to be searching for Vinder as his paramour and is carrying his child. The Doctor returns Dan and Vinder to the present and fixes the time stream. She returns Vinder to his flux-ravaged home planet, after which a weeping angel had been stalking Yaz interrupts the TARDIS. Like I said, it's all over the place, but hey, alright. Episode 4, The Village of the Angels. Doctor reboots the TARDIS, forcing the angel out and stranding them in the English village of Netherton, 1967. Former soldier Professor Jericho conducts physics experiments on Claire, who has been sent back in time by the same angel that hijacked the TARDIS. An angel sends Giles and Dan back to Netherton in 1901, where they find a missing girl named Peggy. They discover a barrier to 1967 and Peggy's future self, who had to live out the rest of her life until then. The Doctor, Claire, and Jericho barricade themselves in the basement as the angels close in. Claire reveals she is having visions of becoming an angel, hosting one that has taken residence in her mind. Connected to the angel telepathically, the Doctor discovers the angel is hiding from the other angels, who are after it under orders of the Division. The Doctor and Claire escape through a tunnel surrounded by angels. Wow, insane! Was Jericho is sent to 1901, the Doctor learns that angels have been taken the village out of time to capture the rogue angel, who reveals it has offered the Doctor to the angels for its own safety. The Doctor is turned into an angel. What? And transported to Division, stranding the others. In 1901, Bella arrives on Pisano and sees Swarm's accomplice Azure. Yeah, accomplice. There we go. English is a hard language. Anyway, tricking survivors into being harvested for energy. She saves a local from falling into the trap and leaves a message for Vinder. Hey yo, insane. Alright, episode 5, Survivors of the Flux. There we go. The Weeping Angels transports the Doctor to the Vision, where she meets the entity that had previously chased her, revealed to be her adoptive mother, Tactioon. She reveals that the Division orchestrated the Flux, an antimatter wave, to kill the Doctor for interfering with their plans, and that they have knowledge of the multiverse. What? Insane! In 1904, Yaz, Dan, and Jericho search the world for artifacts and physics to decipher when the world will end. They meet Williamson, who had discovered several doorways that led to various other places while excavating tunnels under Liverpool. Over many years, the Grand Serpent infiltrates UNIT as an officer, and to be honest, I really hate the Grand Serpent. Like, that guy is such a dick. He's just mean to be mean. But anyway, eliminating those who pose a threat to him. After being threatened by Kate Stewart, he deactivates all UNIT defenses, allowing the Sunterns to enter Earth. And that's also why in Doctor Who, or was it Resolution, right? UNIT wasn't available anymore because Kate Stewart was on the run from the Grand Serpent, so that would make sense. So that's nice that Chris Chibnall actually thought of that. But anyway, so Vinder discovers Swarm harvesting energy from Flux survivors, but he is caught and trapped in a device called a Passenger, where he meets Dan's friend Diane, or Dane or something, who had been kidnapped earlier by Swarm and Azure. The Doctor watches helplessly as Swarm arrives, disintegrating Tactioon and threatening to do the same to her. What? Insane! Okay, the last episodes were almost, the last one. So, episode 6, The Vanquishers. The Doctor is split into 3 copies due to the time distortion, as Azure reveals that she and Swarm plan to engineer the Flux into a vehicle of constant universal destruction. Yes, Dan, Jericho, and Williamson travel 2021 and meet Kate Stewart in the second copy, who tells Claire and Jericho to infiltrate the Sunterns and takes her TARDIS from Kate. The third crashes Bellship into the Suntern command. The Sunterns remove the third copy, whom the second rescues and commits genocide against Lopari. They offer an alliance with the Cybermen and the Daleks, a ruse to sacrifice them to the Flux, while the Lopari shield ensconces the Sunterns. Claire escapes the Sunterns. Jericho cannot. So Jericho dies. Very sad. I really like Jericho. And also the actor is the same one from Pirates of the Caribbean, so that's nice. Anyway, the 2 copies rescue Vinder and Diane and reform the Lopari shield behind the Sunterns, leaving the Flux to consume the Sunterns, Jericho, the Daleks, and the Cybermen, which are a lot, and be absorbed by the Passenger. Azure and Swarm bring the first copy to Atropos to sacrifice her to Time, but Time destroys the duo and reunifies the Doctor, telling her to beware the force that mass against her and the remaster. Dun dun dun. So, hey, Maybe we'll see the Master again. Who knows? Using the tunnel doors, Kate and Vinder maroon the Serpent on a small asteroid. Vinder and Bell decide to travel with Carbonista. And to be honest, I'm really happy that they, just yoinked the Grand Serpent on a freaking asteroid and just let him be there to die or something. I don't know. We'll probably never see him again, so that's nice. So Vinder and Bell decide to travel with Carbonista. Carbonista is really cool, and I'm really glad that they joined up together as a trio, right? And maybe their future child from Bell and Vin, so that's also nice. Diane refuses Dan's date offer as the Doctor invites Dan to join her, and yes, she deposits her lost memories into the TARDIS interior, deciding to live without them. Holy shit! Series 13, probably the less, episodes in the series. There are only 6 episodes instead of 10 or 8 or 13, but holy shit, what the fuck, there's so much happening in the series. And to be honest, this is also probably my favorite Jodie Whittaker series, because series 12 was enjoyable, but there were a few episodes that just are shit. Series 11 was also kind of okay, but there were also a few episodes that were holy shit, those were meh or mid. But these 6 episodes are connected, and I just really liked this series. Series 13 I was watching this back in 2021, so the first time it released, I was like, holy shit, this is Doctor Who, this is really nice. We have Beeping Angels, Sunterns, Daleks, Cybermen, but the story is so complicated and all over the place. So hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And the only thing I still need to review from Doctor Who's, or the 13th Doctor era, is the Eve of the Daleks. So that's really nice. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you later. Goodbye, or should I say, Doctor, I'll let you go.
It's bigger on the inside.
I can see that.
Right now you don't have a house. Very soon you may not have a planet, and there may not be a universe.
Is she joking?
Are you joking? Not joking.
All over the world, in their ships, soldiers pouring out and taking over.
But you can knock them out with a frying pan.